Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 7 here in the League of Europe. Today it is Division 4, and I'm joined with the one and only Ariel Nolan. How are you?
You could not sound any less excited. Welcome to the debut of D4.
Yeah.
I'm here with Nolan, unfortunately. I'm good. I hate this track with a passion, but other than that, I'm good.
I'm the touch. I love this track. Can't wait.
Wait, are you on a wheel?
Pad? No, I'm pad.
You like the track on pad?
Yeah.
Psychopath. Absolutely.
I think
psychopath.
I'm used to it from ACC, so I don't know why. I do seem to like a lot of wheel tracks on pad, and I do get called a wheel pad driver, so...
You're a fraud, mate. You're a fraud. Division 4, though, new season. Once again, I think we've had the curse now where nearly every single winner of D4 goes up to D2 now, is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, D2.
So always find their way in D2. Like Brendan's won it, he found his way into D2.
Ryan did as well.
Last season we had Ryan B. Was he D3 reserve or is he D2 reserve?
Oh.
Oh.
Not sure. No, this is interesting.
Look how heavy it is.
That is full wet weather.
That has to be full wet. Oh, that rain was kind of good, you know.
Yeah, they've got the grain graphic and everything. They've got.
Jeez, look at the little how it's swaying in the wind.
Spend more money on that and then designing tracks.
PS5 OP. Just shame the pads don't work, but
yeah. Now they work for 2 races, and then you'll have to buy another one.
Now, honestly, I went into practice earlier on. My car just turns left in a straight line, going into chicanes. I'm going to take someone out.
I remember mine being like halfway through, like a hairpin, it just decided to stop turning and then carry on again.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to come out for the runs. We'll find out now. I don't know if it's going to be a dry race or not, obviously.
I'm not in the D4 chat, so they won't say. But
let's have a go. Let's see if I can have a cheeky insider peek, shall we say. But you weren't here for the pre-season.
I was not,
so you didn't get to have a full look. And I know that you're a very, very professional commentator, and I'm sure you did your research and watched back that pre-season race.
Definitely.
So why don't you tell us who you think were the favourites after watching that race?
Well, obviously a few of them got promoted and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Whatnot, yeah. But
who were the top 5 again? We'll just run us down. I forgot.
Give me a second.
No, I think Heated. Really, he stood out, but I think he's just coming back, so he's warming up. He span. YHYY was the person that got called up. He actually had a timing glitch, so Jess couldn't see where he was. We had to commentate 2 different races.
That's good, that.
LIX and Steve Day were at each other the whole time. It was really clean, actually, as well, which is good to see. And now them 2 decided to be teammates. So that's going to be fun to see. But everyone's out on the full wets. This could be one of those sessions where maybe at the end they could slap on the inters, which makes all of this irrelevant. I personally, if that is the case, would just be simply I'd slap in 9-10 laps of fuel, just try to get a feel of the track and kind of go 50% because you don't want to bin it, because obviously the most important laps are getting those inter laps in at the end if you can do.
And someone's got what? Where's that?
How's that happened then?
Where? It's not near anyone on.
He's not near anyone.
Ahern's the closest to him, but he seems fine.
Well, that's a 5-set. I'm sure that'll go to the stewards at some point, but it's going to be too late to affect much. And Pony Poles is a weird one because I saw him 2 seasons ago, and he was up in like the top 5 mix quite a lot.
So
but his look just seems to be terrible.
Yeah.
And it's been proven now a 5-second penalty before he's even got a lap on. So we're going to see. Shall we run with him? I'll let you run him through, actually.
Yeah, okay. Where is he? As he is going into the first few corners here of the lap, so he's going to have to take this very easily, actually, just to make sure he keeps it valid, and that is what he is doing. Takes almost safety car speed going through Tamburello. Now up to Villeneuve, where I'm sure there's going to be a lot of penalties during the race today, and again, it's a very 50% lap, like you just said. Just making sure. It technically is purple. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's not true, but as he goes into Piratella here. Obviously, one of the high-speed sections of the track where you need that downforce in the car. And he's doing it very nicely indeed. It's not the quickest lap I think we'll see today, but he's keeping it on board and getting used to the conditions, which I'm sure is going to be a challenge, especially if he's no assist as well, because obviously different braking points and whatnot, as he locks up massively going into the chicane.
It's been a very cautious but clean lap.
Yeah, which I always remember on Top Gear, they always said the cautious laps always seem to be fastest, so you never know.
Well, we can compare it in a second, because obviously we don't know how fast people are supposed to be.
Yeah,
I've got,
no clue.
5 seconds to get to the line. It's not...
It's a decent lap, I think. It's going to be mid-27 by the looks. Yeah.
It's not too shabby.
P5
We're very quick.
for
There's
now.
time to find, definitely. I think he took the first sector very careful. He seemed to get a little bit of confidence, but that just shows a 26.3 from EVG Ryan
is a
on
good
a
lap.
first lap in the wet. That's very good, and I've not seen anyone speak about him, actually.
Yeah, me neither, actually. He's gone very under the radar, I think.
We can't have another Ryan winning D4, surely.
It's
not another one.
Everyone's just going to change their names to Ryan if so, I think. As Jasper does go on pole in the Ferrari.
Jasper back again. Is that the same Jasper? No, it's
got to be a different Jasper.
That's Patsa
Jasper.
No,
yeah, Japser. Japser. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Sorry.
So the people standing out for me at the moment, where Ryan, obviously, that's a good lap that he's just put in. Japs are the same. My prediction early on for D4 has been Resify, just from what I saw at the end of last season when commentating.
He's currently,
Mr. Wouter, he was someone actually now, as he's gone P2, he was someone that
raced him
started...
before.
Oh, and Resify's gone! Oh, you lucky little bugger. If that... do you know how the barriers fold in a bit there? If they didn't fold in, he'd DNF'd.
Well, he has experienced the commentator curse, about 5 minutes into the season, so...
Listen, he's got it in the bag. It's alright.
Flipping United Bosnia seem to be racing at the minute.
So that second chicane is weird, though, isn't it? Because the exit really does just... it kind of turns
traction
in
just
and
falls
you don't
away.
even realise.
Yeah. Traction falls away as well, I think, if you don't get it spot on every lap. And obviously in the rain, I'm guessing it's 100 times worse than it already is.
Ahern now puts it into the 25s. 25.9 is the first time to be in the 25s.
Times are tumbling, which shows people just more confident, I'm guessing, every lap.
Yeah, because it does seem to be drying up. It doesn't look like it's going to go to Inters.
As United Bosnia just saves that there and managed to get out of the way. But yeah, I don't know if the rain's a tad lighter or not, but it doesn't...
It looks quite miserable to me still. I'm not seeing a line anywhere starting to form at all.
No, there's still puddles everywhere as well, which is usually the main indicator as well.
That could be an issue. People are kind of banking on the Inters and it never comes. You kind of got to treat it like it's never going to go to Inters, and then if it does, you judge them. But
you're good either way.
Jordan's coming through. He's not put a lap in yet, so it'll be interesting to see where he comes, because Jordan's very much one of those who... He's not the quickest on pace,
but race pace,
you always back him to be a bit safe.
Very consistent as well.
Oh, I did see him bin it in the last practice session, but we'll ignore that. He's coming across the line. 27, that's a decent little lap. Yeah. Remember, in the wet, obviously, top 10 is not going to matter on tyres, because you're going to get a free choice anyway if it ends in the wet. So,
which is going to make it a lot more interesting in the race to see what people pick, even though I'm pretty sure he's nailed on one stop, but whether you go medium or soft first is the question, isn't it?
Well, we're having this debate earlier on whether it's better, because the medium to soft is known to be faster.
But
a lot of people are not in love with the mediums.
Yeah.
They seem very, very touch and go at the start. And I guess it depends how much time you're going to lose to that front pack. Especially because they're going to be a soft, they're going to be a fresh softs as well, so...
Yeah, it's going to be an extra, lap or two maybe, worth of speed. Whilst
our first retiree with a 26.4, so he'll be hoping that it doesn't go to Inters.
As Licks, who some people are calling one of the people probably in the title fight. I remember commentating him at the end of last season, Div 5, and his one lap pace was very good, I must say. He was keeping up with Lars, so it will be interesting to see what he can do today.
The grids it's quite. There's not one person that I look at that looks like he'll just walk away with it. Touch wood. It does look quite close, to be fair. As this is a really tough track to get like a read on.
Yeah.
You either love it or you hate it. Like, there's a lot of drivers in the high divisions that you expect to be very high up, and they're just struggling a lot on this track.
Yeah, it seemed to be a 50-50 split from the people we're practicing with today, of liking or disliking it.
Which, for instance, you're planning on going for a Division 2 title, you know.
Obviously, yeah.
But you're
being the
struggling on this
fastest driver there, yeah.
You are probably the best in D2, I will say.
Yeah, just behind you, I think.
It's going to be a close title fight, but that's good news for the Haas boys, because we're bringing a constructors home.
Get them some money for Russia. I mean, in America.
Right, Ibuchi Ryan's, he's putting in some good laps here, actually. He's gone back out on the wet, so he's not trusting those inters yet. The delta must be quite high still.
Yeah.
He's a bit shaky, though, coming out.
A lot of people are in the pits, though, so I don't know if people are just waiting to go out a bit later on. But
well, people took a while to come out, which makes me think there was some setup adjustments being made.
Which could mean a wet race as well.
Either that, or it's going to be dry, and they're not sure what to do for quality.
Because I know if it's me, if it's raining in quality, I tend to just leave it the same. But when it's a wet race, that's when you have to start thinking about setups, because you just got to keep it on the track.
Honestly, on a track like this, with how hard it is to overtake, I honestly think if it was wet in quali and dry in the race, a dry setup is the way to go, 100%.
Yeah.
Qualify near the front, and just it's so hard to overtake anyways. Ibuchi invalidates on turn 2. Who else have we got on a lap?
I think
is Slayer finishing his lap?
Someone has just finished on that. LED as well, gone into P2.
Oh, Slayer over 26.9.
Licks as well.
I thought
25.7.
That was fascinating. It was Licks. Ahern, I've not even heard of him once, and he's still up there at the top with a 25.6.
Must be the best car.
The magical car, mate.
It
is quite a thin car when you're on board of it, and this track's quite tight, so you get a little bit more room in the hash, you know?
Not good for defending, but...
I thought, hey, listen, when you've got my racecraft, you can defend by bumping them.
I do remember from USA, actually.
Listen, you couldn't overtake a D2 driver with wing damage. You're throwing your way in this division.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have an excuse. I couldn't get past.
Well, if we look at the grid right now, my pick to win this race is in 18th in qualifying. So my mystic
maybe he just doesn't like the wet weather.
Maybe, exactly. Maybe he's auto gears like myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride on board with him. Actually, I think he's on a lap.
Oh, he is. We'll see what he can bag out here. As Japsa goes top with a 25.3. That's really good in the wet, actually.
I've done some TT, but I can't really remember the times I was doing.
You've not done wet TT. Tell me you haven't.
I do it every...
You sweaty... No, I'm not having that. You've done wet TT at Imola.
I did 5 laps. When it rains...
Don't try to justify it now.
When it rains and you want my setup...
Disgusting, mate. I don't want any setup. We're all good. I've got Forza Brendan, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, this lap by Resify has been decent. Oh, he's a bit wiggly, but it's been decent.
He's 1.5 seconds up as well.
See,
so...
I told you.
That's around...
I know my stuff.
That's around licks at the minute, I think.
I know my stuff, mate.
You do?
Waiting for it. If he bins it last corner, I've never backed him again.
He's just going to go straight on now.
He's taking that quite well.
Yeah.
Quite cautious. He's crawling.
High gears.
That's good. That's a good line.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's shaking. This is it.
He's going to go pole.
Oh.
P2 has Verstappen.
He's winning it. I told you. I take nothing back.
Isn't P2 the better place to start in this on the inside?
Exactly. He planned it, mate.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Why am I back? Listen, I'm going to put a tenner on him. I've got it.
We need it. We need to request the odds.
Hey, well, to be fair, I paid my rent for the last 2 months by putting football bets on. I don't advise it
Oh.
if you're listening, guys, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yellow flags everywhere. Is
Yeah,
that just people...
Paul Depaus has been it, yeah.
So I am surprised at how low down Bosnia is.
Yeah, and heated as well.
Although Bosnia, I'm sure he said he has COVID. So maybe we have to feel sorry for him.
But then so does Funky Chicken in Div 2, and
he's rubbish, so...
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
until he beats us both today.
Whilst we wait then, we've got about another minute before these laps come in. Is Funky Chicken Relentless's worst ever signing? I'm going to go for yes.
Well, you obviously know a lot more about Relentless than me. I can only look from the outside, and I'm going to agree with you. Yes, definitely.
It's either him or Ariel Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan does get a lot of penalties, to be fair.
Nathan causes a lot of controversy.
That is also true. Yes.
Resi, that's a point. Oh, get your Gary Neville out, guys. Ooh. And he's going again as well, which you may as well at this point, to be fair. You're just going to build confidence every lap.
Yeah. As he's drifted.
Well, we'll move on. Move on.
Yeah, quickly change to Mr. Welter.
I'm going to keep an eye on Ahern whilst you watch that, because he's been up there heated as DNF'd with a 28.6, so he can't get any higher than 14th now.
Oh, there's a... Yep, nice. He's done a George Russell and binned it, going into the section that everybody seems to hate on this game.
Oh, I tell you what, Ahern smashed his last two corners, you know.
I'll quickly ride on board with him then.
I think this could be pole.
You think?
Oh, no, good one. It puts him third. It was eight. The last two corners.
Mr. Welter is also up on his time at the minute, so could he re-jump Hearn? He takes it very cautiously.
Everyone's got... Are people just retiring? Surely not.
People have just got bored.
Unless the Delta's getting... Maybe the rain's getting worse and it's just harder to get a lap in. And Welter does improve, but not enough to jump anybody.
He actually gets jumped by Steve in the Mercedes.
Steve!
Better than George Russell, I've heard.
I mean, at the moment, if you're looking at just the cars, the Haas and the Mercedes are the best combined team.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, which is exactly how it's going to go in D2.
Yeah. Who is the... Yeah. 3 Relentless drivers and 1 XL. Yeah.
Nah, 4 Relentless.
Oh, yeah.
What?
You weren't supposed to say that. That's the announcement tomorrow.
What do you say? If you win the race. So, we've looked at the session. The rain has not eased up once. It's just stayed heavy. Yeah. If anything, it's got worse.
I was going to say, no one's improved these laps. Apart from Resify getting his laps in finally, which he's also improving as well now. Is that a sign of things to come?
The main guy. So it's just it's been the front 3 that have traded a lot, really, isn't it? Ahern, Resify, and Japsa. Japsa's on an out lap.
Oh, and Resify's gone round. So,
right.
Yeah, I think it's down to...
I'm sensing a pattern here with Resify. Maybe that's why I like him so much. I'm sensing a few similarities.
He reminds you of you, yeah.
But is Japsa going to get this... How much time's left on the clock? Is he going to get the lap done in time? Podipol's gone way off track, giving him all the space in the world.
Well, as I do want to mention, VAR Aboud, I mean, he's retired now, but he was on Inters. I think it's just...
Ooh. So Jap's just got the lap started in time. We may as well go on board with him because he...
Yeah. And...
Naughty! Report it!
Stewards. If you watch it. Yeah. I've been invalid for that, so I think...
Unbelievable. Oh, this will be controversial.
And he has improved as well.
This will be controversial.
Typical Ferrari getting it controversial poles.
Resify or Ahern, if you're seeing this...
Oh,
my lord.
I heard that's some serious speed.
That's a serious wet time, you know.
It's a good 3 temps almost, clear of Resify and P2.
What's Japsa doing here?
Is the rain clearing up? Is that...
there's a chance.
It does seem
But
slightly.
yeah, I think people are just
know.
gaining confidence because I've not.
Yeah.
The puddles are all there.
It's hard to tell, really.
Chaps, if he improves, this is going to be controversial.
He's pretty much even on his lap time going into his last
the last two corners.
He's doing the Nathan and taking second gear through that part.
Looks to have retired. Second place. Well, maybe third is probably the best place to be, actually.
Yeah. Avoid the cars going into turn 1.
He crosses the line.
He stays first.
It keeps him in third. He doesn't improve.
And
he gets away with it for another day. The cheating.
Cheated forever.
Is that everyone now?
Yeah, that is everyone, I think.
That's everyone. So we can run down the order.
Yeah.
Ahern, that was an impressive. He's
very impressive.
3 temps up, 2.5 temps up in second place.
Mazepin would be proud.
Is that Mazepin's car as well?
I don't think we can tell, can we?
I think it's the helmet. I think he's got Schumacher's helmet on. I should know.
Yeah.
Wait, we should know, to be fair. We've been practicing in the house, but Ahern takes pole, the first pole of the season, with the only person to get into the 24s in full wet conditions as well. And they're not. This track's hard enough in the dry. But the thing is he on pole? Because he's starting first, but he's on the outside.
Going into turn 1
he's on the inside where the by the time he gets.
Oh
to
no,
he's
not. He's got a 5-place grid penalty.
Has he?
Yeah, he had the incident at the start of the session with pole depots, apparently. Now that is controversial.
Oh my!
Oh no!
I've been gutted.
So I'm going to run this through quickly. Hearn not on pole, but takes it in there. Reservoir second, Jepsa third, Steve fourth, Walter fifth, Licks, Eledi, Ryan, Slayer, Storm, pole depots, Andres, and that's all I'm going to get through.
Wow, you're rubbish at this, you know.
Yeah, we can do it on the formation lap. It's fine.
I can't believe. I want to know what happened now.
Yeah, I don't. Because.
Oh, and you know what? Fifth is a bad place to be.
Yeah, with pole depots being so far down the order as well. It is. Oh.
It is dry.
It's cloudy.
There are a few clouds. It's very Silverstone-y.
There's a lot of people with their hoods up in the crowd, so I don't know if that's a sign. I don't know if Codemaster have added those details into the game or not, but
right, yeah. So I've just asked. I'm trying to find out what happened in the
chat
to cause that, but I'm not in the D4 chat.
Me neither.
Jordan, get things together, mate. Unbelievable.
A bit rude. Full wet quali race will start drying and rain predicted around 30 minutes.
Either way,
according to Jordan.
It's sad to miss out.
Yeah.
But he's in sixth. The only issue is with this, the first two corners. Well, the first two chicanes, we should say.
The first sector, really.
If you're first or second, which I think I'd rather be second right now, so I think Japsa, if you can get a good start, you want to get away from the carnage, because there will be carnage. Oh, Steve's gone for mediums.
Yeah. Steve, Licks, Ahern, Ryan. It's quite an even split, because Jordan has actually commented, I've only just seen this, that rain is predicted around 30 minutes into the session.
Oh, that's interesting. 30 minutes. That puts us...
That's surely mediums take us that long. It's about a 40-minute race, I'd say. Usually.
13, so that's going to be around about...
lap 20-ish.
Yeah. They will
Depending
get
on safety
there.
cars.
It depends on the... yeah, that makes me question why you'd go for the softs.
Yeah, you wouldn't even you wouldn't risk it, would you?
The only thing I can think of is, with those mediums being so bad at the start, Resify and Japsa, they
could get away.
They could just drive off. If Wouter needs to get past Steve Day ASAP. I'm surprised both Steve and Licks are on the same strategy.
Slayer and Eledi confuses me going for softs in that position, unless I think they can get through the field quite quickly.
The only people I can understand being on softs, if that's the case with the weather, is the people at the back.
Yeah.
That's the people at the back, because they have to get through.
They've got
They've got
which
nothing
MCR
to lose,
and
really.
Connects have done, actually.
Yeah, they'll just be playing it but they'll just be hoping for safety cars, really.
Both Ferraris have gone soft, so that leads me to believe they're maybe in a party together.
Well, it's going to be interesting to find out. These two front drivers, I mean, the time in the pit stops are so long, so they're going to have to figure out something. They're going to have to pull away fast. They're kind of going to need Steve Day to do them a job. Not going to lie.
Yeah, Steve needs to almost park the bus.
I'll let you take us away on the 5 red lights.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. You lucky little.
It's free. I'm trying to find a corner. 5 red lights. 5 red lights, and away we go for season 7 here in Division 4. And Rezify and Jasper did get underway, and they did get a good start, respectively. And it does seem, and Wouter has made it. What?
Steve Day, he lost the position to Wouter at the start. Obviously, Wouter's going to get a better start on the softs. Steve Day sniffed up the inside to try and get it. He's just dived it as well.
Where's Licks gone? I saw a Mercedes go straight on
all the way at the back of the field.
He just seemed to go straight on into turn 1.
Licks for me is last.
Yeah, he is for me too.
I don't know if he has a wing. He does. He has a wing, so we're all good there. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Bosnia and Paul de Pauls are round at the back.
Which is a terrible start for both Alfa Romeos.
Yeah.
Rezify and yet Jasper, they've managed to pull away. Wouter got a great start as well. Steve Day's dropped down into 5th, which is maybe showing us why people did go for the softs. Maybe the mediums are that bad, but they have to play the long game.
Steve had an awful start, I will say. Going into the Villeneuve chicane, he just couldn't seem to turn the car.
Yeah, the issue was with Steve there. He wasn't willing just to give up the position to Wouter. He put it up the inside on the chicane, which gave him a poor run as well. So Aledi had a great start, to be fair. He's back up into 4th.
He did what he needed to do.
And interestingly now, all the front 4 on the softs.
The gaps have spread out massively straight away as well.
3 people in the pits, Stephen, Andreas and Licks. They're going on the mediums.
Which is not surprising.
Yeah, you'd be stupid to go on anything else at this point. The only factor now is what Jordan said with the weather. Depending on how certain it comes at that point, is Steve Day in a better position right now?
Yeah.
Because them softs, they're not going to make it.
No, they won't. It depends. We all know what F1 weather system is like as well, so it could come a lot earlier or a lot later.
Well, the weather does this weird thing this year where it changes literally. Like if it says it's going to rain on lap 15, Steve Day's put it round.
So now Ryan now takes the medium lead.
Ryan's he's the leader of the front runners and the mediums. Slayer now up into 6th. These are a great start actually, and we're going to have a look probably at positions gained now and find out who actually has had the best start. And it's Connects with 10 positions.
That is.
Heated's gained 9. Namsram, oh my dear. Namsram has gained 8. So we've had a few goes up, but we said Connects and
Heated as well.
Connects and who was it? Bosnia. They started on the softs at the back. It's worked out for Connects. That's a great start.
Bosnia did have a spin as well, so
I just can't help but feel because of the rain right now, like Ryan and Namsham's gained 8 positions on the mediums.
That is, it must be something the Alpines are doing to their cars, because Bosnia LED had such a good start as well.
Right, I'm telling you, it's Imola. You just want to sit and watch the 2 chicanes do the business. We're gonna try and not talk about the weather too much because we'll for now just take it as it comes.
Looking for a battle.
We can't take it away from the soft runners.
Yeah.
The only question is obviously when that rain comes, is all this hard work going to kind of be for nothing? Like, was the risk worth it? How close can they be? Well, we know how long the pit lane is, so they need to pull a very, very big gap, which they don't.
Rezify does seem to be doing at the minute. I will say he's
managed to break DRS. The main person they need to worry about are the medium runners. So Ryan is kind of who they have to base it off, and Ryan right now is 6.7 seconds away from grid, which Rezify kind of needs to find another 20 seconds, which I doubt is going to happen.
I mean, it's almost getting sunnier, I think, on my screen, which
the sun has come out more. Andres is retired, and it's not in the pit
safety
lane.
Car.
And This is interesting now, actually. If you're soft, do you come in?
You've
You
got
kind
it,
of have
surely.
to. If you know the rain's coming, you have to pit, don't you?
Yeah. Surely, especially with how much you can... Oh,
Chaps has picked up a speed under the drop. But I've made that. If that's his first season, I have sympathy for that man.
Yeah.
Because I did this so much.
I can't
If
talk
you
about
didn't
penalties
know,
at all,
my
to be
first
honest.
season in F1, I did not know what a VSC was. So I just carried on racing, and I got a drive-through.
I bet you thought you was like top, like, Division 1
I didn't
places.
understand. I was like, I remember shouting down the mic, my game's bugged because I got a penalty. And Heated's like, no, those are just the rules. I'm like, oh. But that's heartbreaking for Japsa. Because you can't serve that, can you, not under the safety car?
No, you have to wait until after the safety car. So he's
kind of in no man's land now.
yeah. As Resify stays
If I
out,
were him, I'd pit for tyres now.
they're all staying out.
Japsa has to pit for tyres now because he has to do a drive-through anyway.
Slayer is the first one to go into the pits of the soft runners, and Flip pits. Flip is pit whilst on the, and he's got a speeding penalty for it as well.
What?
Slayer's gone to hards. Is there actually rain coming? Are we sure about this?
What's the percentage of the rain? Because
If it's
there is
like,
no
it's got
reason
sunnier,
to put
and
those
they've
hards
gone.
on.
Yeah, it's got sunnier, and the hards have been being put on by drivers.
And
Steve has pit as well.
It's Imola, with no disrespect to Division 4, because I'm a terrible driver myself. But those hards, you have to surely bank on the probability of another safety car at Imola is high.
Yeah.
I'd be more willing to slap on the softs than the hards. And we all know that I love a good old hard strategy. But it just doesn't make sense. And Namshan had such a good start, and he's just starting again, and he picked up a 5-second penalty for it as well. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I were him actually, at this point, I'd go back into the pit now. Yeah.
It really, you won't be losing much at all.
Apart from a pointless pit.
Yeah. You get rid of the penalty.
I pit again now and put another set of mediums on.
Yeah.
Because they'll go to the end from here, the mediums. They'll be horrible.
Especially with the laps under the safety
car. Go
car.
to the end.
Yeah. Especially with the safety car, laps under the safety car, which we're going to get at least one more.
So position change. Connects is now up 12 positions. Heated's up 11.
The Mercedes.
Heated's on the mediums, so he is in a great spot. Ryan stayed out on the mediums. I can't understand why Nam's ran pit. I don't know who told him that.
Whoever your Jeff is, you need to be.
Has he got car mentalist as a Jeff? Is Aiden in his party right now? That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, I've got to say, the Mercedes have had an absolute stinker of the first 5 laps of the season.
They really have, after looking so promising in pre-season.
Minus 29 positions lost.
I think for Licks...
I don't know what was happening.
Look at Steve Day. He's burning fuel.
He's got the tactic nailed.
The meta boy, he knows. This guy runs Kimpembe in his team. This guy has Kimpembe in his team. Disgusting. We've got Steve Day and Licks now. They're at the... I mean, the safety car probably helped out Licks a lot because he had a terrible start. So
yeah, I'm sure he's hoping not to happen again.
I'd be hoping for not rain at this point, honestly. If I'm them, like, you've got your mediums on. A lot of the grid have to still pit. If it's not rain, you can go to the end. Half the grid has to pit.
Yeah. I'm still confused to why Resify.
Well, whilst we're waiting,
yeah.
We're on lap 6. Is safety car in this lap? Not sure.
Might be.
What for you is the best flavour of Monster Energy drink, and why is it the orange one?
It is the orange one. I can.
It's so brilliant. It was mango for so long.
Yeah.
And then the orange has taken over, but
mango's quite high up.
The safety car is in this lap, which I was quite surprised at, but it is coming in this lap.
It's because everyone's caught up, isn't it?
Everyone's made it in time.
Good on them.
Resify is at the front. We've got Japsa with a 5-second penalty, who's not taking advantage.
Well, it was technically P2, really. But
yeah, well, I mean, this is looking really good for Ryan because the gap that the softs are able to pull
have gone, and
that's gone,
oh,
and their
Jesus.
tyres are going to be more worn.
I mean, Reservoir's almost got that gap back as well.
Yeah, I mean, he had a six.
He's had the best
He had a
restart going.
6.7. Everyone else has been caught absolutely napping. He's gone.
Yeah.
And this is not going to help with them going side by side. Walter backs out of it. Japs,
He's done a brilliant move. Aledi's wide as well. It's allowed Ryan and Heated through.
Japs has just got hit on the back. Japs is here. He seems like the type of person. He seems to have some good potential. He's just making a few errors now. He's made about 3 already this race.
It may be. Is it his debut in LOE?
I'm not sure if it is his debut. I know my debut in league racing. I used to go into races like so nervous.
Yeah. My first league race, I'll tell you what. I was sweating a lot.
Mine was Australia, right? And I retired after 7 laps after bidding it. I'm pitting 3 times already.
I think mine was Monza. I finished P3 on track, but I had many penalties, which, I mean, I've never changed really, but...
I got beat by Avery Mike, so I mean...
Yeah, that's a low point.
But I tell you what, it's been a really clean restart, actually.
Yeah.
Japsa was inches away from killing Walter, but other than that, we've got a little Licks and Steve Day haven't managed to make up much positions, which I'm quite surprised at.
The 2 Williams,
and Japsa's in the pits. What?
Drive-through penalty. He took your lap one, I'm guessing. He could have stayed out, I guess, but...
Guess he's hoping for carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the risk with him there, to be fair, is if another safety car then comes out, it's even longer that he has to wait, so...
The 2 Williams, I tell you what...
Air. He just has to focus on himself now. The Williams are looking for a very good result, and it depends on how they can work together.
Yeah.
I can say Heated is a brilliant teammate to have.
It does seem... I know from Sandals that he's a brilliant teammate to have, to be fair.
He will be getting El Checo orders now from Aledi. We know he's very, very fast, and he's on those softs. But the softs, they're not going to be great now.
I mean, they'll have a bit of a resurgence, I guess, being fresh in the safety car.
3 second he's got...
I had a good day, I think.
It's not gone well for him. And it went so well at the start as well, but...
And
penalties
he's round.
So far.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he's round at the back now.
Track extension penalties... There's a lot less than I thought.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have one by this point.
I'll have one by lap too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, but look at Reservoir's gap.
He's done well. He's got a penalty gap now.
The thing is that with me, get a penalty, it's game over again. But
yeah,
he had such a good start, and then with Walter and was it Japsa going side by side into turn 2 and 3, that helped him pull out like 2 seconds instantly.
It's given
as Aledi's got past Heated. That's massive for him.
Yeah, he needs to make these moves, even if it's just to try and catch up to Walter. He's also managed to get a 3-second gap over Ryan as well. So that 6-second gap Reservoir did have, it has been restored in a way. But
yeah, I think if I'm EVG Ryan, I wouldn't do too much to hold up Aledi. You're not racing him at this point. You're on a different strategy.
Let him DRS you closer.
Yeah, he's at the place right now where he can use Aledi, who is clearly very fast. As long as he's confident enough. I mean, they're going to have to pit soon, the soft runners. Yeah,
they can't. It's around now you would be pitting usually, so I'm guessing lap 10, maybe 11.
Let's not rule out Connects as well. He's up 14 places.
Is Walter in as well?
Has come in. And I'm not sure. I mean, I get it to an extent, but he had the gap to cover the undercut. He could just stay out an extra lap.
Yeah,
he had a 3-second gap. He didn't really need to pit. He could afford to let the guy behind him pit. He's gone. Oh wow!
So there has to be rain.
If there isn't, then we've seen some interesting strategy.
He's ahead of Flip.
Ahead of these two, which is a very, very big thing for him. He's got free air now, but
Pats has got a pit again still. But
I mean, there's barely any clouds.
So
it looks very sunny. I know how this game is. Oh, and he spun it! He spun it on his outlap. He just completely hit it on the curb and was pushing too much. Nobody wants to win this race. And now Walter's up into P1. And if he's got a Jeff, I don't know if they've got the Jeffs down in D4. I know I didn't have one back in the day, but if he's got a Jeff, he's pitting immediately.
Yeah. The problem is he's going to come out right in this Peter, Patser, and flip lap.
Oh, no, he's got 3 seconds to Aledi. He can stay out.
Yeah.
He can just cover the undercut now, but Aledi's shown he's very fast.
He's dragging Ryan along with him as well.
Yeah, Ryan's staying inside of his DRS, barely. But those mediums are going to start getting
quicker. He's not using the DRS, however. Didn't have his DRS on down the straight.
Interesting.
I mean, fair enough, but he does have the gap to heated, I guess, but surely he just wouldn't mind the DRS.
I mean, he wants to stay inside DRS gap as long as possible, surely.
You would think, wouldn't you?
Maybe he had it open. It's called Masters, to be fair. We're trusting them a bit too much.
But
so we'll run down the order now of the tyres that people are on, stops that they've had. No one underneath the top 11 have stopped. Then Japsa, he's not stopped, but he had to serve a drive-through. So it's just the top 11 right now that are yet to pit. Japsa's going to have to pit for tyres again, which is going to kill him. He's going to really hope for a safety car. But this front four at the moment is Williams, Alpine, Red Bull. It's all the blue markers, I'm afraid, at the moment, which is...
Yeah, great for us, I guess.
Yeah, great, so we can tell by the mini-map.
Connect,
I've been really, really impressed by Connect's start to the race, actually. Aledi's in.
He dropped 2 seconds to Wouter that lap as well. So his tyres fell off the cliff massively.
Yeah, Wouter is on 60%, like, he's just been chilling. And he's on the softs, like, it's not like he got the advantage of the mediums starting to get good. He's also on the softs.
Yeah.
And he's pulling time to Ryan. Wouter's looking really fast.
He's got very good... If he can... I'm guessing he's keeping it clean as well to an extent. As Reservoir does get his fastest lap, I guess.
The thing is with Wouter now, like, if look at, he's still pulling time to Ryan.
Why
he doesn't need to pit, but like, surely you think Aledi's going to be very, very fast. What's Aledi come out onto?
Mediums.
He's come out on the mediums. Surely, I don't see the risk in staying out for Wouter now.
Yeah, he may. I think he's got the gap.
The rain's clearly not going to come in the next 5 laps.
He's not using his ERS, and if it was me, I would be burning this lap just because it's my in lap.
Maybe it's not his in lap. We'll find out. But is he banking on the rain? Maybe that's going to. Oh, that a warning. He's staying out.
Is he a tyre wear god? Or we just.
Let's find out what that lap. He just did a 19 flat.
That's not bad, is it?
That's 2 tenths slower than his previous lap.
It's not great. For softs at this stage, it's quite decent. It's still faster than Ryan in P2.
Aledi's lap on lap time was an 18.3. That's 7 tenths. Oh dear.
He has got a 5-second gap, so maybe he can afford to pit this lap.
But why risk it?
Because he wants to do softs again, maybe. I don't know.
Possibly. The only issue with that is if the rain doesn't come, you're screwed.
Yeah, unless there's another safety car.
So the rain has to be certain.
They would have seen the screen going into the race, so...
He is still pulling the gap to Ryan. Ryan's not catching up to him.
Ryan and Heated not got the pace we thought they would have, or is Wouter...
Well, by now the mediums should be faster.
They should,
even
definitely.
with a safety car, they should be quicker now. As Heated is struggling, VAR, I believe, is going to get quite a good run here, and you'd think I wouldn't go for it here.
He's almost
looking
gonna
at it. What?
I think he's trying not to, but he's almost got nowhere to go, I think.
Yeah, just wait for the DRS, and
as long as he gets a decent exit, yeah, he's got that move, I think.
It should be a clean overtake. We'll watch him, boy, just in case.
He's not using the RS.
Yeah, easy as you like, and he's up into third place.
Yeah.
Yeah, net P2 technically at the moment.
As Wouter's still out, so...
Still out? I'm going to compare the last 2 laps then. So Wouter, he has just done a 19.3.
Reservoir is ahead of Aledi.
What? Oh yeah, he's on the soft, so isn't he? He's on fresh.
Yeah, but Reservoir had a spin, if you remember.
That is true. Aledi, though, just went 1 second faster on that lap alone. He just took a second out of Wouter on that one lap.
He's going to come out right around this battle, isn't he?
Oh, my lord. Reservoir got a 16.6.
Yeah.
That's 3 seconds faster than Wouter in one lap.
He is absolutely flying right now.
And he's picked up a penalty, which probably ain't going to help him, but...
He's got to pit this lap, surely.
That's a stupid lap.
Wouter's not pit again.
What's Wouter doing?
He's now losing time to Ryan as well.
The thing is, this is completely pointless, because if he's planning on putting the softs on for the rain, he could have gone earlier anyway.
Unless he thinks he's going to come around lap 26 and heavy.
But even if he's not doing, then he's gonna have to pit again, because you have to go on 2 sets of different compounds.
Japsa is finally in for his first pit stop technically.
We've seen some very, very strange strategies going on at the moment.
I did think when I am used to crazy strategies in D5, but even
the risk isn't worth it. That's the thing. No. He had a 5 second gap to Aledi. He could have just come out, seen what tyres Aledi put on. Aledi put on the mediums. Think, right, I'll come out, put the mediums on as well. Everything's fine then. But for some reason, he's staying out, and he's just lost nearly 2 seconds on that lap alone to Aledi.
He's going to come out behind him, surely.
He's going to come out very far. He's going to come out behind him and Reservoir. And at the moment...
Reservoir's miles clear at the minute. He's not pitting.
It's looking like he's going to come up to connect.
Is he just going till the tyres explode? Is he doing like an Arava video or something there we've not realised?
I tell you one thing that I am impressed about, okay? He is still not even let Ryan into the 5 second mark yet.
Yeah.
But they're not the people he's racing at the moment.
No. And Abowd isn't catching him either. Catching Ryan.
Well, the thing is with Ryan, Ryan's in the best spot. We're not really talking about much. Ryan's still in the best spot right now.
I think he must be saving his tyres, like just making sure he's not hitting every corner at the minute. But then he still should be catching Wouter, even if he is not pushing. What?
That was... I've just been watching a booth. That is the weirdest penalty to pick up. He was driving in a straight line and just went onto the grass and went back onto the... What? So Booth's picked up a penalty. That is so strange. I mean, okay.
2 drivers I do want to quickly mention, because they are almost in this train now. Hearn and Steve. They had very good qualifyings.
Steve stopped as well.
Yeah, Steve has stopped, so he's got 5 lap pressure tyres. So he could go to the end, can't I reckon?
I'll tell you what, Steve has stopped.
He might.
Obviously, they got away with it with a safety car in a way.
Yeah. He might be in that lead.
Did the same.
As Hearn is now going for the move on Jordan. Gets it done very nicely indeed.
I tell you what, Licks and Steve need the rain to not come. If the rain doesn't come, they get to the end. If the rain does come, one of them, probably Licks, is going to get screwed. Well, not Ryan at the moment is in... If
the rain doesn't come, yeah, he's only 3/10 behind. He's gone mediums as well.
What?
He's going to do more laps on soft than he is mediums today.
I'm so confused.
I mean, he's only 4/10 behind. I don't know how he's only 4/10 behind Aledi after all of that, but
I'm really confused.
Same.
As EVG Ryan's picked up a penalty, that's big. So is he in P1 right now?
No, he's just P2. Because he's too far from Ryan.
Yeah, with the penalty. Yeah. This is all dependent on the rain then.
Yeah.
Which we predicted lap 20 without a safety car, and it doesn't even look close to raining at the moment.
It's got sunnier so far.
It's so straight. The rain can come in a sector.
Steve's making his move now.
As Connect picks up a penalty, and they're starting to seep through now.
Yeah.
Bosnia's made the move. Poldypol's has made a move. Poldypol's a great recovery, actually. He's back into fourth. He's had a really good recovery this race.
Him and Hearn having a great battle. All as Hearn looking down around the outside here. It's a bold move if he can do it. He's getting a switch back. Can he? No, he's going to think better of it, I think.
Aledi and Wouter are...
There's Resify.
And Aledi's in the gravel.
Resify's out.
He's just about covered it. And Resif...
And this is a safety car.
Oh, here we go. And maybe this is exactly what EBG, Ryan and Aboud were playing for. They have to go in for softs.
Heated needs to back himself up right now. Like, he needs to back us... Because he can do...
they're fine. I think they fixed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they fixed it to an extent, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they should be fine. Wait, he's backing up a little bit. He knows what he's doing. This is huge for these drivers, and Resify should be getting a very good assist for EVG Ryan and Heated. This does put him now in provisional P1.
Yeah, it does.
He's staying out. What's he doing?
Heated. You need to have a word with your ex-teammate.
What is happening?
That's not the Sandals way.
Why has he stayed out?
Jordan stayed out as well. So surely the rain is imminent. I understand Stephen Lick staying out to an extent because of pit. Wouter is now Wouter is ahead of all these guys.
Is it like the first season rust or something? Have people like forgotten? What is happening with strategies right now? Look at Steve Day and Licks as well. They both stayed out. Like, I'm
not surprised they're the least surprising to stay out.
Yeah, but even still though, like, you'd want fresher tyres.
Slayers stayed out on hards. What? I expected so much better from the ex-D5 champion.
I don't understand what is going on.
Storm somehow as well.
The only thing I can think of is that Jeff is telling him some dodgy stuff with his weather.
So
I mean, the grey there are a few more grey clouds now, I will say.
I reckon the Mercedes being told rain is imminent, yet the likes of Ryan and stuff have probably been told like 10-15 minutes away. That's my only guess. Because Jordan said half an hour into this race, and it's been half an hour now, hasn't it?
I don't understand what people are going for.
Surely Ryan's
I'll tell you what, without the rain, I don't know who's P1 right now. I'll be completely honest with you.
Steve, I'm saying.
Well,
without
Heated
rain.
And Steve haven't pit.
Steve has pit.
Well, yeah, they pit under the safety car though, so Steve's got slightly fresher tyres, I guess.
And then it's technically Slayer, isn't it? On hards, I mean, he won't pit again, but he's not going to have the pace to keep the likes of Ryan and so behind.
I don't know. Like, the thing is with Wouter now, if he'd have just pit when he should have pit, he'd have been P1 anyway.
Yeah. I think he is almost anyway, isn't he? To an extent. I mean, Resify's out. He's got the freshest tyres out of everyone.
As Jordan stitches up here, is there no rain?
Has Jordan just lied to us?
I thought we'd just been fib too. Oh, I can't
no,
understand.
hang on, it's just got darker.
Oh, next lap it's raining. You're
lap 22.
First. Next lap it rains.
Lap 22.
Look
Here we go.
The clouds are coming.
Sky bet odds are rolling in right
arrived. Now. Oh no!
If this was on a Sky Sports, F1 Twitter would be going mental right now. I'll tell you what.
He's got a sector.
Maybe Heater's actually done a masterclass. Has Heater just pulled off one of the?
No, because Heater's got a pit.
Yeah, and it's going to rain. Surely it's going to rain enough to safety car in this lap as well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So what?
How far can these soft drivers get in maybe a lap or two? As Flip's got a penalty.
Oh, no, I'm sure. Nobody wants to win this race. So the safety car's coming in. This is getting crazy. It's going to rain in the next 2 laps because this game is weird.
Yeah.
Heated and Steve Day, Jordan and Licks, they're the people who are on the best
He's
strategy
got a good
right now.
start, Heated.
He went early.
Steve surely
Steve Day
has...
could take advantage of this now. He's going to burn.
It's raining.
What? The rain has started.
Let's rewind it.
Heated stayed out.
A lap ago it was sunny, and now it's raining.
Heated stayed out.
We all...
We all laughed at him. But he has to say, we're not laughing now, are we?
Yeah.
As Ryan trying to burn through on his fresh softs. Remember, Ryan put on fresh softs.
Flips round
Flip
at the back.
has gone round. Ryan's up into P7. He sent it up into on the hairpin.
He needs to get past
In
Slayer.
the rain, Ryan needs to use these fresh softs.
Because he will have the temperature. No one else is going to have it.
He's got a lap, maybe 2, where he can abuse these softs, and he needs to abuse them.
He needs to get past Slayer, and right now.
And he's getting past him. He's on the hards. This is going to be the easiest overtake of his life. Look at the grip
That was
change.
ridiculous.
He's up into 6th. He's what are you doing? A bit ambitious.
Ambitious.
A bit ambitious.
Stewards may be having a look at that one
A little bit ambitious, but he's found himself up as a P5. He's lucky to not have damage.
Neither have got damage, so technically...
He's very lucky that Storm is a very, very fair racer.
Nice driver, yeah.
Because
if that's Mazepin... Is it heavy? It's not really...
It's getting heavier. Those softs are going to be really, really good. As Lix is going on the inside of Jordan.
He's got
Jordan's
it.
just going to kind of let him through. He's not going to challenge that, I think.
Here comes Ryan.
Ryan's going to have the run. He's going to send this. If we've seen it before, he's sending it.
He's 100. He's side by side. He's sending it.
He sent it. Yeah, Jordan knows best. He's chilling. He's not having to deal with that. But
Ryan is
flying.
Off. I know softs are good when they're fresh compared to everything else, but not like this.
You know what the interesting dynamic is here? These two Mercedes are right next to each other.
And it's the two
Someone's
Williams.
going to have to stay out. But the
It's the two Williams
should get
again.
away with it, I think.
Oh no, it's Heated.
Maybe.
The way Ryan's catching, he's going to be ahead of Heated again.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Boxed in. This is team v team. He's trying to go on the outside. Ryan, chill.
This is a 2v2 in WWE. This is.
Chill, Ryan. He's so desperate to get past.
He's almost too fast.
He's got to chill a little. It's like watching me race in Division 2 last season. You just need to chill out. As Japsa is also making his way through the field. And Heated's in. Oh, that's a bit early.
What?
That's a little bit early.
It's not wet yet.
There's no way he's putting on softs.
Please do not tell me he's putting on softs.
Put on the softs. Put on the softs.
He's on the inters.
What?
As Ryan's going again. This time on Steve. Steve's not going to back out. And
Ryan just turns into him.
Yeah, and collects him.
EVG Ryan.
Toto Wolff is sending an email right now.
I'll be completely honest. Since he's been on those softs, he's been horrible. He's very lucky to have not taken out 2 people before that. There was no...
One of those is definitely a penalty, I've got to say.
Steve completely gave him the room and he just turned across. There's no reason for that.
Jordan would have been the same, and he
that's why Jordan backed out of it.
I mean, he's now spun as well.
The thing is, Jordan knew better to back out.
Yeah, and that's only because of experience.
Maybe you could say Steve should have done the same, but he shouldn't have to.
No, Steve has every right to go for the move to try and keep the position even.
And Lix is just...
Heated's not got pace in these tyres either, by the looks of it.
Well, no, I think it was
Lix
way
is
short
as
to
well.
come in, and now Lix is coming in.
And he's got speed and
5
penalty.
second speed.
Lix!
Oh, dear me.
Can I join the lobby just so someone wants to win the race at this point? I mean, Poldy Poles and Hearn, the two drivers without a penalty. That's all.
There are 9
Japsa,
people, maybe 10
Japsa after his drive through is fighting his way back through the field. He's going to send it on Slayer here. Yeah.
And Ryan's got a 2.8 second gap now, but it kind of feels cheap, not going to lie. Bosnia now. up into 6th. He's had a really good recovery.
He's had a very quiet race, hasn't he? He just worked his way through the
He put
field.
on those softs. Slayer, I will say, he just hung in there on the hards.
He's doing well on those hards in these conditions.
But they can't be nice. They can't be nice in these. Does he have a boost round?
No, this opens it up even.
Oh, look, he's struggling for grip now. And maybe this is the lap.
This is the lap, yeah.
Oh, now Slayer's around. We need to shut up. And this is the lap. This is when people come in, and I think
everyone's going to come in, aren't they?
Unfortunately for us,
Ryan's not.
Stay out!
Here we go.
I can't.
Poles stayed up. Not a single soul has entered the pit.
Japs is staying out.
Does Licks?
Bosnia.
Licks has got a 5-second penalty, but could it be? I mean, Heated only 4 seconds back as well.
Does anyone want to win this race?
No.
I think Heated went on way too early, though.
He went a lap early. I think Licks may have got the perfect lap for it. I don't know.
Nah, Heated 6.6 seconds.
No, he's 4 seconds off. He's 4 seconds off Licks.
Let's see his last time. So Heated has just done a 25.8, and the guys at the front that are still on the so Ryan, for instance, has just done a 20.7. Yeah, he's very, very far off the pace. It's nowhere near.
Oh, Poldipol's made a mistake. Japsa is back into P3 in the Ferrari.
Is that a safety car?
No, it's just a little spin.
No.
I think.
Yeah, the Inters, he's still losing like 3-4 seconds a lap, and Ryan is in.
Hearn is in. Japsa is not in.
I think you get one more lap on these softs, you know.
So the driver who started
faster.
Yeah, the driver who started on with a drive-through could now be back in the net lead of the race. Is that what we're saying?
And Japs is struggling, but
Ryan's going to come out miles ahead here.
He's not all over the place.
Is he not? Where's Licks? Where is Licks? He's going. Yeah, he's lost. He's going to just get ahead of Poldipol's.
I'm watching right. They look very similar. I think Japs, if he comes DRS disabled.
DRS disabled. Yeah, they've done it the perfect lap.
Yeah. This will be close though. I don't think Japs is going to lose out on too much. I'll be honest with you.
Shouldn't. Depends how bad this section is right now, though. As it's limited for grip at the best of times.
Heated, I'm surprised with how early he came in. I don't understand like some people's strategies.
Eddie's back into P6 now as well.
Poldipol's has had a great run. Back up to 3rd.
And he's with him.
He was great in qualifying.
He's got no penny either.
Robbed of his...
Yeah.
I want to say robbed. I don't know what happened with him and Poldipol's, but Aaron and Poldipol's both got those 5-second grid penalties. They're currently 3rd and 5th. Aaron's gone a little bit wide there, but probably not going to warn him from it because of EA Sports.
Hearn is the net lead because of the penalties.
He is. And I'll be completely honest with you, from what we've seen, I don't want Ryan winning, but that's just...
It's a sign for D2, I think, so far. As Japsa is going to come out miles behind, yeah. He's going to be around where Heated is, surely.
He wasn't there anyway, though, was he?
No, he was. He was 1 second behind Hearn before.
Hey, he took the risk, he didn't pay off.
I was going to say, he must have made a mistake. That lap.
Nobody wanted to win.
No.
And now we've got 5-6 laps left. Heated. I think, how many winners have we had? How many provisional winners have we had at some point in this race?
Ryan. Rezify.
Licks, Poldipol's. Poldipol's has never been in it.
Licks has. Steve. At one point. Wouter at one point as well.
What happened to Connects as well? He was having such a good race.
Yeah.
He must have just picked too early, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's 3-lap old tyres, same as Heated.
Namstram, he was on for a really good race and he threw it away.
Rezify
Steve
as
Day
well.
wasn't really his fault.
Yeah. Rezify. I mean, Jordan was on for a good result as well at some point, wasn't
Yeah, I think Jordan spun, unfortunately, so...
he? Yeah.
Everyone's on the same playing field now, though. They're all on the inters. Japsa finds a way up into P7. Very nice move, actually, past Bosnia there. Gets himself into the top 7. He'll be hoping now to close down the gap on Aledi and Heated. He's already only on Heated's penalty range. He'll be hoping to get into Aledi's. That could give him a top 5 finish.
Steban has just made the move going into the penultimate corner on MCR. Bold move indeed.
Well, there's no DRS now, actually, so you can kind of get away with that.
I mean, it's still a risky move either way, unless you've got
he's got a penalty, so I think he's thinking I have to get past and
just to get away.
A gap, hopefully, but I can't see that happening.
As he's... and out.
Oh, he's out! Safety car, no way. There is.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Has that just...
Wait a minute. Japsa is on for P3 right now.
He is?
Ahern, Pole Depot's Japsa.
Pole Depot's Hearn, who both had 5 place grid penalty at the start of qualifying, and now technically 1-2.
And this has been chaos, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've got a different winner again, all of a sudden, and how many penalties are people on? We've got anyone past penalties, so...
Lick's 5 seconds.
Lick's on a 5 second, that's big.
Yeah.
Only Namstrom and Connects on 6 seconds.
They're near the back though, aren't they? So maybe Wouters looking at that happily, I guess, in Jordan.
Well, we know Wouter has the pace to get through. We know Steve Day has the pace to get through. Japs is going to be one to watch out for, honestly. Ahern looks really fast. We saw it in qualifying. I think he should be able to walk away with it, maybe. Aledi, he's on 3 seconds. I think he can pull that 3 second gap to maybe past Bosnia.
Maybe Heated as well.
I think this all depends on how fast Japsa can get past Aledi and Heated, if he can.
We're back to who was quick in the wet, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We saw Aledi was very fast, so was Japsa. Hearn, yeah, he was
rapid.
He was the other person to get to the 24s, so...
he didn't even have to overtake Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. After what we saw from Ryan earlier, I don't know
if
I
risk it.
Want to risk getting past him, to be honest with you. A safety car has to come in on lap 30, right?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Is it lap 29 and lap 30 that would be?
It has to come in lap 30. We have to have 2 races, two laps of racing. We're going to have a look at the positions gained for a moment. Well, actually, we'll have a look at the tyres. So everyone's on inters. Heaters are 5 laps old. Leases are 4 laps old. A lot of 2-lap tyres. They seem to have been the peak of when you should have come in. So Heaters came in 3 laps early.
Yeah.
That cost him so much. He was up for the win, actually.
He was, wasn't he, as well. And he's got picked up a penalty since then as well.
We've got Japs is looking good. He's on the freshest tyres still, so this start's going to be massive, actually. In the wet,
who can keep it
first
clean?
2 chicanes is going to be crazy,
especially if there's any side-by-side action whatsoever.
The thing I've always struggled with this, right? In this situation, if you've got the penalty, say like Heated's in 6th, and he's got the penalties. Penalty. Like, what do you do? Because like. Say someone like Japsa, unless he spins, you know he's going to beat you at the end of the race.
Yeah, you just got to... I don't think you let him through. I mean, I think you just got to... You can't overpush. You can't overpush.
Yeah, you don't want... I feel like you don't fight them. But you don't let them pass either.
Yeah. You just carry on your line.
Because you are still trying to beat people early down because you can break penalty range and you never know if they're going to spin or if they're going to pick up a penalty. But
then if you battle too much, then it just helps the likes of Slayer. Well, not MCR.
If you're on like 9 seconds of penalties, at that point it's like you kind of stop letting them have it. But this is going to be interesting at the front. Ahern very, very fast. Ryan, he's been very fast. Stewards reports might kill his race. But he's been
Licks
very
on
fast.
5 seconds is an interesting one as well.
Licks has to. I'm surprised.
I don't know why he has to
surprised
do.
he didn't pit in the safety car. Honestly.
I think, yeah.
Got rid of that 5 seconds, but maybe he's just hoping because they had a bit of a gap. Maybe
it's going to be in this lap, isn't it?
It is a long
pit,
to be fair. So, yeah, this safety car's going to come in. I'm going to stay on board. I think I'm going to stay on board with Licks on this restart just to see what goes down.
I'll stay at the front just in case. Gotta see when Ryan goes.
Ryan's got to nail this. He's got to pull the gap. I think he has the pace to do it. But Ahern looked very fast in the wet, and he's going very slow. He's gone.
I think he's gone too late. No, he hasn't.
No, he's done that really well. I don't think they're going to. There's no DRS. Licks is right up the back of Ahern. He's going to probably send it.
Licks has got to go for it, surely.
All the way on. He's going to try to go on the outside. No, he's going to back out of it. Very smart.
Yeah.
I saw it in pre-season. He was very, very clean.
Okay.
Paul DePaul's now stays in fourth. The orders staying the same. Japster's got past heated, which is huge for him now. He's going to start the charge now. He's got a Leddy next that he has to try to get past, who is no easy person to overtake.
He's got to ideally get past Paul DePaul's for a podium, hasn't
he? Yeah, effectively. Those 5 seconds, I don't think he'll get the 3 seconds to Ryan's, but he could get the 5 to Licks.
It's going to be a fight between them three for the podium into these last 2 laps.
Very clean restart, actually. I will say that's very, very good to see.
I think everyone's a bit too nervous going into. They don't want to ruin their race.
Picked up
2 laps.
Another penalty. His race is well and truly over.
Yeah.
Look at the gap. It's been very clean, very, very clean. As Japster has a little look in the chicane, but you're never going to get a move there. He had to correct himself there.
Heated does look close to Japster, but he can't.
Yeah, Japster made a big mistake, had to recover it on the outside.
Can't really do much going into this section. It's almost single file.
It's all going to be down to the run out the last corner.
Now going into. He has got a good exit against a Leddy. However, everyone's got ERS, so I can't see it being how much of it. Hearn's looking for a move on Ryan, but
I don't think Hearn's going to go for the move. He has no need to. He's got the win at the moment.
Oh yeah, there's no need to whatsoever.
You know what? It's going to be interesting with the Hearn thing actually, because we don't know whose fault it was for the grip penalty.
But
so we could be looking at.
He's gone for it.
Paul's getting a win technically.
Hearn's gone for it down the inside.
He's bailed out of it. Ryan stayed ahead. If the stewards reports go certain ways, we're looking at a Paul's potential win, which is so strange.
We are, aren't we? If he can stay within that 3... He's 3 seconds. Actually, no, he's behind Ryan now. He's out of the 3 seconds.
Yeah, but we saw what Ryan did earlier. There's a stewards report in there for him as well somewhere. So, someone's round. Hey, Hearn's round. From a potential P1, he's binned it on the last lap. What?
As a Leddy's gone for the dive on thing on Paul's and he's forced Japster ride. And Heated's gone as well.
What is happening? He's put it on the wall already. I mean, Ahern had the win.
And Leddy's around as well.
What is going on?
Leddy tried the move on Japster and he's not ended
at
all.
Ryan crosses the line in P1, Licks in P2.
He keeps a P1.
Japster gets on the podium.
For now.
In P3. Podipol's with a very impressive P2. And what's very, very interesting about this, for now, these are the winners, and we'll get them, I'm sure, in the interviews. Ryan could be in trouble with his stewards.
Licks isn't.
Podipol's could be in trouble with his stewards.
Licks is the only one that's not, is he? I don't think.
Japster could be on
No,
for the
he
win.
had an incident with a Leddy at the end. Last penultimate corner. I don't know who.
So that was him?
I don't know who was.
Oh my!
I don't know if Leddy sent it or he's turned in.
I think what we have to do for now is just take it for what it is.
We can't make the steward's decision for him, can we?
That was so strange. That race was so strange.
Why did everyone start sending it the last corner?
Nobody wanted to win the whole race.
Paul DePaul's, I think, driver of the day, more than deserved, I think.
That is crazy. That whole race was
16th
crazy.
to-
I almost think Japsa deserves it. Just because he had that drive.
Yeah, I had a drive-through as well, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, if anything, this
Bosnia
race
as
just tells
well.
me. Yeah,
Bosnia.
this race is just telling me to slap on the softs and wait for safety cars. That's all this race told me. What a crazy first race of the season.
And that is the end of it.
What
I need a breather
crazy
before
first
Div 2
race.
now.
I need TT practice before Div 2.
Any sort of practice at this point.
We'll have to get them in for the interviews.
Are you doing that or?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. No.
Okay, I'll quickly.
I'll tell you why I'm not doing that, and I have a very good valid reason. I'm currently opening 81 plus packs.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you why, because I'm going to get a team of the year on live stream.
Japs. Gonna have to change the
If I
title
get
to
a
it
team
now.
of the year, I don't care what these guys' celebrations are. It don't matter because I got a team of the year.
Polls
So
and Ryan. There we go. Can't add some other players because of their settings.
well, that sucks to be them then.
Yeah, I can't mention them, so we're just gonna have to deal with whoever joins. I think it is Poldy Polls.
Poldy Polls, right. We've got Japsa in at the moment. Do you want to start with Japsa?
I was going to start with Ryan because he is the winner of the race.
Is Ryan in here?
Yeah, Ryan's in here.
Oh, okay, right, we'll start with Ryan then.
Ryan, obviously you started on the mediums today at the start. Tell us your thoughts.
I mean, I feel bad of what I did to Steve. I really didn't mean to do that. I mean, he's just put in the chat then that it's hard to race too wide on him, and I really didn't mean to cut him off, so I feel bad about that. But
Ryan, where are you from? Hold on. Let's pause for a minute. Where are we from?
Wigan.
Wigan. Nah, this guy's a Wigan. No wonder you drive like that. He's from Wigan.
Listen, I've seen your team on FIFA. It's nothing on that team with him Mbappe yesterday. So.
Oh my.
No, you did. Right.
Yeah, I did. And they got mid-Pele.
I hope the stewards give you the worst possible thing. You went to take out 3 people that race.
How did I take out 3 people? No.
Storm.
I heard you on the live stream as I was saying you hope I don't win. That's disrespectful. You can't be saying that.
You dive bombed like 3.
No.
That run on the softs was disgraceful.
But I was rapid. Admit I was rapid.
I did say he was rapid to be fair,
you can't just send it on everyone.
No. The thing is that on that chicane, I didn't even mean to send it. I just broke too late. So I shit my pants, backed out of it, and still got him in it. I didn't even make contact.
I hope you quick sell your Mbappe, mate.
Oh, he's been sold. The team's
Anyways, try. But yeah, so obviously you had quite a good start to the race before all the safety cars and whatnot happened. What were you thinking like those first 10 laps? Were you just trying to keep up with everyone else?
Yeah, I was just trying to stay because obviously the rain was coming, but it came. I don't know. Then at one point I was like, I didn't think it was going to come, so I thought I made a mistake going too long and not fitting under the safety car. And then right at the end, then I was thinking, it's at least a P2. And then a safety car comes in 4 laps to go, and I was like, alright, so there's no way I'm pulling out 3 seconds.
And then, yeah, obviously I'm not sure how much you knew or what happened behind, but it seemed to...
Just saw him in the rear view mirror. I was like, I've won.
Everyone seemed to start sliding off the track and whatnot, so... Yeah, Nolan, any questions or...
Well, where do I start? No, right, listen, apart from the soft bit, because you were completely clean in the rain, there were a few dive bombs into the chicane, the last chicane, that, what it was, and I don't know how new you are to racing, because I still do this sometimes, but if they did, you did it on Storm, for instance, if Storm didn't move, you take him out. Storm's just he was smart enough to move, and if Jordan didn't move out the way or back out a bit, he'd have been taken out as well. So it's just one of those where looking out for other people, which I still don't bloody do, so I'm still rubbish. But without steward report, which I don't know what's going to happen, people might not be asked to even report it.
Steve seems like he's alright with what I did to him. He just said, yeah, it happens, so He's not too
Well, there you go. Then you've ragged it like a Wigan fan should. But
he's a Spurs fan. Spurs fan.
Yeah,
Spurs fan.
Right, this interview's over. I'm not.
Why do you support? Who do you support?
I'm Burnley FC, mate, all the way.
Oh,
It was Bury, but we don't exist, so. Well, congrats on the win, anyway. At the moment, you've got the win. It's looking like you might keep it, you raggy bugger, so. Congrats. We'll say for the season, we expect him to have wins.
I just want more. I want more respect, though. Don't say you don't want me to win. That's disrespectful.
I'll say that for now. We've had 2 Ryans win D4. We don't need another Ryan.
No, but to answer the question, no, I didn't really expect wins. I mean, I only had like 3 in Division 5, but that was a pretty lucky win. But I'll take it.
I will say I've got a little spreadsheet of predictions in the party of who's going to win D4, and I've had a look. You are actually on 2 people's list to win D4, and we came up with that 2 weeks ago.
I'll take that. I mean, I don't.
So you have to win D4 now.
They're obviously delusional.
There's not in this race yet, but.
When you see this, how clean the driver I am.
Congratulations, mate. It was
Cheers.
the conditions are weird. Nobody wanted to win, and you came out of it with a win.
Yeah.
So when you watch it back, you'll see how many people decided to throw away a win. It was very strange. It was a very strange race.
Hard to commentate.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll
Well done on the
move
win.
To Japsa.
Yeah, so Jepsa, obviously, I'm sure you had a crazy race as well today. When you got that drive through very early on, did you think you had any chance of being on the podium today? Or
I didn't think I had a chance of being on the podium because Imola is a hard track to overtake, but luckily a lot of people spun when it was starting to rain. And in the last lap, that etc. Also spun, and that cost me a podium.
yeah,
That served me a podium.
I'm not sure how much I've caught of it on stream, but you and a lady were going side by side into the penultimate corner, if I'm right. What did happen there? Because I saw a lady did go off.
So it was my corner in so I went. Now, I had the line. It was my corner, but he still went the inside, and then he spun.
Right.
And he has also shit Wi-Fi. I don't know what's happening over there.
Fair enough. So obviously you had quite good pace today. You were at the front for pace-wise for most of it. Thoughts for the rest of the season? Got any plans or?
No, I really don't think so. I will just drive and see what will happen.
Fair enough. Nolan, any questions?
My question mainly for the wet. In qualifying, you looked really, really strong, and in the race, it kind of seemed to go like a downward spiral. Obviously, you had the drive-through as well, which you did very well to recover from. And as soon as the wet started again, you started flying through the field again. Are you a fan of wet weather, or do you just happen to be good at it?
Rain is my specialty. I really like driving the rain.
You need to join D1. You get rain every single race.
Probably was today as well, actually.
I'm probably guessing so.
Yeah. So yeah, I think...
I'd say you're very, very fast in the rain. Actually, it was really cool to see, and you had a very, very good recovery. So congratulations on that one.
Yeah, I also have to thank the safety cars for that.
You can thank. Was it?
I mean, there's many people that caused it.
At the end?
Hearn. In the house.
Hearn. Yeah, it was on for a win and then he gave a safety car away.
Yeah.
So.
Really thankful for that, but otherwise I don't have a lot of to say.
Well, yeah, well done.
Holy polls.
So yeah.
Good evening.
Sir, I've seen you throw away podiums in about 14 races since I've started commentating.
Okay, thanks.
And you finally got your podium.
Hell yeah, dude.
What happened with the grid penalty?
So in qualifying, I was, sort of warming up my tires, and someone was really slow behind me, and I passed him. And just unfortunately, we made a little bit of contact, because he wasn't the inside of a corner. I don't know which one, and I think his front wing clipped my rear left tire. So that's just unfortunate.
Right.
Well, you still managed to. I mean, both of you was on for a podium. If he didn't spin at the end, both of you were still
going to end up. Going to be a win. You probably.
He was going to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but I also took out my teammate in the first lap.
Oh.
So we
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything if I was. You did get a good result in the end as well, to be fair.
It was a stupid incident. I locked up and I clipped him basically, but we recovered, so it's all
I do remember seeing the two Alfa Romeos off at the end of Sector 1, to be fair. I didn't understand why, but yeah. So, what was your race like overall? Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, we didn't see much of you on stream, I think. Both Alfa Romeos as well, but was it eventful?
It was after, the lap 1 incident. We just drove our race, I guess, the both of us, and also a bit of lucky with the safety car and the rain. Really, both those things came on the perfect timing, I guess. And in the end, I think 6 people went off in front of me, so that's why we're up here, I think. But yeah, just I don't know, consistent laps, I guess, and yeah, that's it basically. And don't spin.
Yeah, that seems to be one of the best ways. As no one actually wanted to win the race today. I think we've all agreed on that. So
I'm gonna rewatch the race because
yeah, you need to.
The betting odds on that race would be crazy. Not one person wanted to win.
There'd be so
many
cash outs.
It was a crazy one, but overall, very, very good race to watch, and I think this is going to be a very, very unpredictable season now.
Yeah. And you got any hopes for the season before we go?
I think just I know last season I raced here. I was just not consistent enough, and I just hope to be a little bit more consistent in the points, and then we'll be fine, I guess.
Yeah, that's the way to be. I think.
Me and Ben could learn from that. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna have to do the same now in about 10 minutes time, aren't we?
Oh God, no, we're not doing it. We're gonna crash. It's all right.
Yeah. Start off the season how it's gonna end, really.
Nah, double half points finish.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Well, thanks guys for a very interesting D4 race.
Yeah.
Hopefully a few less safety cars next time.
Yeah, and a bit less rain maybe as well. Who knows? But
yeah, give us more TT time.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've been watching some of the other races as well. So make sure you check them out, and we'll be with F2 on Tuesday. I think first round of that as well starts.
Wednesday, I think we've got a 100% race soon, haven't we?
Wednesday as well. Yeah, that I don't know when that is, to be honest.
I think it's soon.
And I think I've just found out the winner of the D3 race as well. So
who was it? Go on. I know Mark DNF, which is brilliant. No,
his
he
teammate.
didn't.
He's done it again.
No, he didn't.
Everyone seems to be. So yeah, make sure you go check it out, because I'm sure there was a lot of chaos in that race as well. If it's anything like D3 last season.
RJ can't get a legitimate win.
He did last season at Imola. If you remember.
What a guy. Go on, RJ. Yeah. I'm happy for him.
I am too. God, I love the XL.
Right, wrap the stream up. Let's get on TT.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. See you all.